I totally forgot how trashy this recording directly on Spotify for podcasters is. I've lost audio and I'm sad. Like a whole fucking 10 minutes of audio. I was even like, oh yeah, I'm probably going to record only 10 minutes and be like, yeah, be done with this. Because like I don't really have fuck that, don't be angry, don't be stressed, don't be angry, don't be stressed. You're probably angry and stressed. This was kind of important to you. Anyway, recap of the entire thing is I started with I'm kind of happy. My sadness of last week is gone. Can't say that. I keep forgetting that even though it appears you can navigate between pages when this thing is recording, it doesn't consistently work. So don't do that. Oh God, I want to cry. 9 minutes of me talking to my Anyways, I started me being happy and be like, wow, like when Auntie Flo came, which is Mother Nature, came to visit me this month, and I was like, so this was the cause of my extreme sadness. It's all gone. Fabulous, wonderful, great. Let's not do this again. But then again, I have no excuse for the entire month of July and for like half of August. I have zero excuse for that. It's like it has been 2 months, but I was like, but there was like a huge build up of relief like yesterday when the flow came, and I was like, yeah, that's probably what has been causing like me being an extra state of being that gato. Like, yeah, it's like an extra state of this is the cause. I'm like, oh my god, no. Happiness, kind of. This week is going to be exciting, I think, sort of. I've written a to-do list. I've decided that I want to like follow a plan and learn a language with syntax and structure and like properly learn how to, not necessarily properly learn how to code, but like listen to people. I want to learn how to properly implement logic. That's the main thing. Why is time not moving so fast? This is why I can't remember anything I said in those 10 minutes. And I'm rambling on for 2 minutes and I have nothing to offer. But I decided to like finally get my ass out and take the Python for Everybody course. I'd be like, yeah, even though you've been consuming a lot of APIs with Python, you've been writing a lot of SQL scripts, you are not confidently implementing logic. Like you write pseudocode, then you go and scour the internet for the bits and pieces that fits the parts of your pseudocode, but it doesn't feel necessarily coherent, even though everything is working smoothly. So I want to learn with Python first, then from Python I move to C++, then from C++ for game dev. The thing is I have no desire, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to get really good at Python so that I can consume APIs. That'd be so fun. It'd be so fucking fun to create consume APIs, but I'm thinking about how I'm going to schedule refresh for free. Power BI. Schedule refresh for free. No, I'm no longer allowed to. Ooh, fuck. I need to figure out how to turn on my personal laptop because that thing is slow. It's a Celeron. Who gets the thing? The system was pretty when my mother got it. It's still pretty. It's red. And maybe I should uninstall Power BI. I'm pretty sure I uninstalled Power BI on that system. Do I have Python on that system? I probably do have Anaconda on that system, yeah. I should like get something that is decent and draw stuff like and like create stuff on obviously on the internet and not like, or can't I upgrade my motherboard to something like a bit stronger? I feel like that'd be cheaper and it's like a dumb option, but like let me just do that until I'm not cheap to the point. And yeah, I should be able to update my CPUs from a Celeron to like at least an i something. Yeah. I feel like it'd be reasonably cheap to get somebody to do that. And then I'd have like at least some working power to do some things. Even though I do most of my development on the cloud, I do most of my development work on the cloud, I feel like it will make so much fucking sense. Yeah, it makes so much fucking sense. I would say I'm a genius, but I'm a genius. I hope I've not locked Coronation out of their LinkedIn. Ah, Dayo. Just such a loose lip bitch. I thought you were not going to mention. Don't mention. I'm not going back to cut it, so relation. I said relation. Fuck. I'm so tired. I don't want, like, I'm just going to imagine that nobody is listening to this. Nobody who knows me should listen to this thing. That's the reason why I want to make sure I get to a point where this is informative, this is improvement of life. If it's something that you wouldn't cringe when somebody finds out you do this. And I think maybe I'll stop this one day and I'll revamp myself in next, like, few months with like actual stories and writing prompts. And maybe I should do like ready writing prompts and write every single night. Look for good writing prompts, write one every single night and try every single day. Review for grammatical errors in ChatGPT and maybe genuinely improve your writing skills and go back to writing high fantasy or go back to reading high fantasy. I need to listen to that podcast episode where I was talking about like high fantasy, and because I don't think I remember what it's like being 8. Wait, I need to remember what it's like being 8 from class. I was in primary 4. I was in 4th grade, which is like 2 years younger than what I'm supposed to be in my own country. But like, who cares? No, it's supposed to be, yeah. Everybody graduates young. People try to shorten the time span, but like, basically, year 4 learning. Okay. I'm like, 8. What did 8-year-olds do? I don't remember primary 4. Jesus. I remember primary 5. I don't really remember primary 3. God, my memory is shit. But I remember like the air, the ground, the school ground, the standing, the Ghana bombs. Ooh, I can kind of sort of remember like this nice yellow bromide smell. But like, what am I thinking about? I can kind of remember some parts of being 7, primary 2. And getting hits for not even properly using a calculator. My mind was never really on this place because I didn't understand any of these concepts. And I was like, how did I suddenly become brilliant one day? It's like I woke up and realized, oh, school is not that hard. I was like, because I remember like trying to use a calculator in primary 2, which I was basically like 6.5, turning 7 and failing woefully. Oh my god, my 6.5-year-old self had no idea how to use the calculator. A friend had it on their watch. I can't believe it's just 3 years from primary 2 to primary 5. It's like I was like a whole more adult in my mind. Like obviously 3 years between 6 and 9 is a lot in terms of like growing as a person. But like, and we're not in opposite classes to each other, and I wanted to be in like in groups that use pen, and it was so difficult to accept the fact that I just wasn't advanced, and I hated it. And I was like magically in like primary 3, I just started doing well in school, and I've done well basically ever since. Like magically towards like the end of primary 3, I just started doing well. I've done well. And I've done well for most of my life. What happened in primary 3 that I suddenly started doing well? Maybe it was Samakwe in the Strange Forest. I should find that book. I really want to read that book. It filled me with a sense of fear and dread. And it really like boosted my imagination. I will definitely forget the people in the Strange Forest when 1960s Nigeria is such an aesthetic that I really feel like people like Sapari Kwesi, Boy Shoyinka, they really know how to capture the vibes. Like, I am a very 2000s Nigerian child. I feel like, but then again, I feel like poor public schools, even in the current time, would still be able, not really, as at 2006, would probably still be able to capture that 1960s Nigerian vibe because our country kind of stalled in development for a while there, because like a lot of what do they call those things? A lot of like military dictators moving, everybody feeling very uncertain. I don't know. And just being terrified and just trying your best to do well for the people that you have. I need courage, my guy. I need fucking courage. The thing is that I think I had courage because I was in a place that was not stable at all, because I felt like, oh, I'd get a new job immediately after. Now I'm in a place that is very stable, even though like I keep saying, oh, I'm not stable. I'm very stable. I'm kind of comfortable. It's to make decisions that are well and good. It's to make decisions that make sense. It's to make decisions that have structure. The thing is, I have a tendency to decide that this is my goal, pick on it, and finally do it. But like, that has been getting difficult with old age, because like, my true lack of passion is starting to show. And I like doing tasks and accomplishing them well. I like momentary rewards, but I need to exercise more long-term thinking, obviously, because like being an adult is important and all these kind of things, and you need success, you need stability, you need funds, long-term thinking. Ta-da! And what is the current long-term goal? To work from home permanently, and to be such a way that I can make sure that I work out 5 times a week, because I used to work out 5 times a week. I can work out 5 times a week. I can eat well, because I am eating decently, but like, be able to like stock a freezer that is completely mine with like assorted things, and eat well, and to sleep well, and to move home, eat well, sleep well, be a vibe, watch and things. I want to get these things, then maybe go on a leave and be confident to know that what I want to do on this leave is lay in bed and watch like all 200 episodes of Gintama. That is my goal for this leave. But like, I feel so anxious when I'm not doing shit. The goal is remote and skill improvement. But how do I show my capability as a highly capable API engineer / consumer / whatever? I see. The thing I'm going the data engineering route, not the, because I do like analytics, but everybody's mom, cousin, brother, grandparents is becoming an analyst, which is great. It's like, it's good. Ish. I can focus more on just delivering you people the data and figure out what the fuck you want to do with it, instead of me having to carry the team, guy. But I do like being a data everything. But I'm terrified that I've gotten to the point, I'm so used to working alone, that I've gotten to the point that being told what to do is starting to irritate me, and it's not fair. I'm so used to having complete and total creative control of what it is that I'm doing, how I'm accomplishing my task, that I am terrified that I would be a poor fit to like a team. And but there is nothing more that I want more in this life than to be part of a team where I can learn with a leader, at least till I'm fucking 30. Then when I'm 30, I can start pushing for leadership roles. Those kind of vibes. When I'm 30, I should start pushing for leadership roles. You know? Those vibes. I'm sad. I'm not sad. Like, the entire point of this podcast before I lost all the data was like, oh, like I'm happier. I'm way happier than last week, which I am actually. Like, I cooked meat. I walked. I joined the cardio class. My whole body's aching from cardio. And I went on my normal 2 hours. I couldn't swim today, but like, I sat down. The thing is, I worked for like 12 hours yesterday. And it's not like, oh, I'm proud of working so much. It was like the pressure of knowing, oh, you don't have a meeting. Nothing is interrupting your flow of thoughts. you're just working on this thing, researching on this thing, building on this thing, making changes, doing all this, just this thing, and you're not worried a call will coming, or like your flow will be interrupted, or you just won't be able to do something, or your focus will just scatter. Because, and that's like, I feel like I did almost all the work I've been trying to do for the past 5 days in 12 hours on a Saturday, because I was like, was I working from 10 to, like, let's just think 10 hours on a Saturday. I was great. It was like really, really nice, because I was like, there was no interruptions. I started this thing and I finished this thing until I could work no more, and I continued working until my brain was like, don't stop. And it was nice. It was nice to not feel anxious that a call would come in, or you get distracted, or just not being in your safe zone, to be very flexible. You could just be scattered and just focus on work. It is, which has, even working from home has made it quite difficult to do that, because like, but I should wake up like I'm getting dressed for work, so I can still work out in the morning, because I want to skip. Well, and I also said I was going to do writing prompts. I have the ginger to relearn proper logic, because I want to confident, because I've written a lot of complicated things in Python with the aid of AI and Stack Overflow and all the research that can be done. But like, it's stress, man. I remember one time I wanted to do like technical writing. Fuck. Just not knowing what you wanted to do until it's like very hindsight. And I'm like, I don't know why full stack development didn't just cross my mind in that 2020. Maybe because I felt rejected on people I wanted them to pick me, or maybe my English was bad or something. I don't know. Don't think about the past. Your NYC year was probably the year you could have changed your life. But yeah, I'm tired. Not particularly ambitious, not anything, just tired. But like, you're doing well. Even though the currency has crashed, like, you still have a sizable amount in savings, even though the currency has fucking crashed. Which is so fucking sad. Like, my money, my precious money has been tanked. Well, has been a personal code of conduct. Have a productive week.